Right to the air. Here is Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 20, 5, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Gibbs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense has held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Gibbs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing. Can't believe I paid for this.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Ryan Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
and that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And now Love going to change things up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
When you look at this defense,
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
now a 2nd and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes.
And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Throwing. Love.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st down, it's gone. Flush to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and a couple. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Quick toss by Goff is complete. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Huskies have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, another run for Dillon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Love. A short throw to Musgrove. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Let's go.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Following the interception, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And Watson has it right side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Love wants to shift things around. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. To the right side, this is Dillon. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. So
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ric Flair. We got that cheat code, boys. Time to go get sick.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hoped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Dillon trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Love. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Another run for Gibbs here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Austin. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Ready, break.
A give for Dillon running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Okay, break.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Ready up.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Red, strike it. Strike, red. Ready.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. Now Love will try with his legs. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 74 yards. And the Huskies have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Ready to get their next drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Second down, Love. Christian Watson. Down the sideline he goes. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one.
A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Kenny Clark, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 3rd and long for Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Now inside the 25. And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, 73 yards. And the Huskies are able to cut into that deficit. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Dillon on the counter. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Dillon, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited.